Welcome Aquarius to your in-depth weekly forecast for week commencing the 16th of October. Last week your traditional ruler Saturn was in a slam dunk opposition with Venus, which had just moved in to the sign of Virgo. Now technically Venus in Virgo is not at its best, it's in its fall, but for you the 8th house can be about where we make deep connections, but it also can be about devotion and intimacy, but in a more practical sense it can be about long-term finance, anything to do with pensions, investments and so forth. So this week, whereas last week there was some kind of blockage, this week there could be a stroke of fortune as Venus links brilliantly to Mars, which is giving you a lot of authority in the sign of Scorpio. It's a broad link but nonetheless very supportive. But perhaps more providentially, Venus links to Jupiter. Jupiter in your sector of the home, emotion and family. So if there is someone that you're involved with and it is very much a connection at an emotional level, I think the closeness between you can definitely be amplified. And between you, somehow or another, there's some kind of strand of fortune can come from this. But of course the Sun has been in your sister air sign of Libra, the 9th house, which is very much to do with learning, higher education, travel, being quite curious. It can also be in Libra about balance and fairness and justice and deals and contracts. And the Cazimi that comes from Mercury on Friday certainly suggests that if there is a message that you want to convey, so for example if you're just about to self-publish, or you're building a website, or you're writing an application, or you're chatting to someone that you fancy on the internet, that can be very helpful. What's not to like? Well, it's just that Pluto, which has been so menacingly undermining since 2008 for many Aquarius people, brought a very psychological influence to bear. If someone tries in some way to put you down and tries to use the dark arts in order to do so, I think you will have the answers this time, and those answers are going to see you articulating your position in a very sharp way, and I think that they will know in no uncertain terms who has the more moral upper hand. I think that's how I would express it best. But Sunday does see Mercury join up with Mars in your 10th house, and so if you do or are thinking about retraining or adapting past skills in some kind of new way, you could be checking that out, or you could be having conversations in the following few weeks with people in positions of influence. But the quarter moon, which occurs on Sunday, echoes the square between the Sun, Mercury and Pluto. So we have again the 9th, 12th. So something can be amplified around an injustice, or you can find out that someone hasn't been as honourable as they might be, and that actually can bring the curtain down in the week in a little bit of a distasteful way. But I think it's your closest alliances which are going to bring a lot of satisfaction this week. And if you are on the move, you are travelling somewhere, as long as you're conscious of the politics that can affect this particular expedition. For example, if you're going somewhere that is a little bit more edgy, just be aware of all the conventions that you have to, in terms of permits and visas, inoculations and all that kind of good stuff, because some powerful opposition could come from almost nowhere towards the end of this week, but also that genuine stroke of good fortune may be linked to your family or a property matter. Thank you for having joined me. If you are new to my channel, this is very much a community. Do share any thoughts you have. If you're a returning visitor, it's lovely to have your company once more. And if you've yet to like, comment or subscribe, I'd be honoured if you did so now. And please know, if you give me your birth data 3 pieces of information if you know your time, 2 if you don't. I can prepare for you your year 2024 forecast, but I'll give you the rest of this year free. But in my special package of 30% off, you can also get your life roadmap, your character analysis, which gives you searing insights into the patterns that are played out in your life so far and help you to work with them in a really constructive way going forwards. Please see the link beneath this video for more information.